Guys, welcome back. I am doing a voiceover for this She's Crafty Kit segment. We are on day number 3. I do have a complete, video walkthrough on everything I'm using. So I'm going to do a layout about this truck. My son just lifted it with one of his buddies, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool because he lifted it the day before I was going to work with this kit. So it came in perfect handy with those Minte papers pieces. Now this is the sketch I'm going to do, and you can see the designer right there. So let's see what we're going to do with it. Now I'm looking at this piece of paper right here, this black one. I'm like, wait a minute. On the sketch, they have that piece right there along the edge. So I'm going to trim it on the other side. I'm not going to cut that branding strip off. I'll just cut off, that yibbit on the right. And I'm going to build my, I don't know, the clusters, the photo cluster area along the right side. Now, I do tend to go ahead and use a scrap of white cardstock. This one's textured to go ahead and map my photo, so it'll pop just a little bit. And guys, I don't know why I do it like this, but I cut it out with scissors and I trim it with my Vintage Creative Memories little trimmer. I do this all the time. I'm not sure why, but it gives me the cleanest cuts that I don't get otherwise. So now let's start taking a look at these other pattern papers because I want to see which ones I'm kind of vibing to go on that side. So I'm like, all right, let's see what we have. Now, the flip side of this, it's gorgeous, but it's all snowy and it's tone on tone, but it's snow, and it's just not the vibe that I'm gonna try to do with this, tough guy truck situation here. So I have a couple pieces of the stripey paper, and I'm going to grab some of this paper here. It's like a dirty parchment linen kind of a color, if that makes sense. Now I definitely want to get one of these frames in, and my photo is about 3x4. This frame's just a little bit larger, so I'm going to go ahead and back the frame, and then I'll pop the photo right on the inside. It'll be perfectly fine. It'll get really nicely showcased. So I did all kinds of homework in between, guys. I layered that up, and I'm starting to put all of these little truck pieces, all of these tools in different areas. I did this title, I've got my big red jacked up truck. I used both of the alpha, so that totally worked out. I'm popping things up on foam. I'm like, what can I put on here? Now there's these little hubcap cover looking little things. I'm like, let me use a couple of those in each cluster. I have a parking meter. I have wheels going on. I'm like, you know what? If I can use it, let's get it on here. Now, I do have those 3 wood pieces. You know how this big concentration was, let's see how many of these wood pieces I can use. And the other concentration I had was trying to get some of my sequins kind of used up. So I'm at this point that we're on, I'm like on video 6. The sequins just are not going belly up as quickly as I would like. Now, we do have this sticker sheet in this kit that has some really good little word strips to help tell the story. So I'm going to pop them up on a little dimensional adhesive. That will be great. I also was able to find 3 flare that would work from Scrap and Happy Studio. They're from different collections, but you know what? I was color matching, and they're helping to tell the story a little bit. I actually think they're from 3 different flare kits, which I thought was super fun. They also added a nice little bit of shine in the middle of this really, really dark and deep layout. Phew. So these little pieces here are getting popped up. The reason I'm doing a voiceover is I had a Zoom crop going while I was creating, and I had so much fun with some pails doing that. I don't know if you guys do that or not, but I really enjoy that. Now, these are bits and pieces from previous layouts that I had done with this, and I really like the idea of going back through different little pieces, to see if I can build out these other layouts. These are all, quality supplies, so why not see how much I can use? And not every kit's going to have everything that I'm going to possibly need. You know what I mean? So this is a way to get a little bit more on there and really make it interesting. And you guys, that is that. This one came together really quickly. I just used one paper for the background and a few, or just a couple of pattern papers for the rest of it. I love the way it came together. It is nice, deep, and dark, and masculine. The photo was taken at night, so I think this one was a total win. That's what I have for you guys today. I'll be back ever so soon with another video. Bye, friends.